Good morning, Rangers. We're on the way to Aguirre Springs, a campground between Alamogordo and Las Cruces on the left. It's a BLM campground, Bureau of Land Management. And I want to tell you that I have purchased a 2023 Ford Transit Connect, the small cargo van. It's a Ford, it's the XLT version, and I'll show you the pictures of it in the next video. But this will just be the introductory video letting you know what I plan to do. I plan to, kind of build it out real simply here in the next few days. I've ordered some stuff from Amazon to accomplish that. And once I get it semi set up, then I'll go out to probably Oliver Lee State Park for a night or two to kind of give it a shakedown, and then we'll hit the road and go wherever. I don't plan on living in the Transit Connect, but I do plan to do some trips. Now, for how long, I don't know, but when you say you're not going to live in it, you actually are for whatever period of time that you're on the road. But I call it a Class V RV, as in van, and so we're going to take our van and go. You got it, van, go, and but be that, yeah, we're going to do that. I mean, it'll have a bed, a refrigerator, everything on the inside is going to be electric. I'm not going to use any propane at all. I'm going to try to go without an air conditioner because the unit that I bought, the vehicle that I bought, has sliding doors on the passenger side and the driver's side, and the rear doors open. They call them barn doors. They open, so you got a lot of ventilation. I've ordered some insulation for the roof. It's some 3M stuff that should work very well to help me, but I don't plan to add. I mean, I could add a 110 air conditioner, a little 5,000 BTU air conditioner, kind of have it hanging out. I don't want to do that, and so we'll try to get by with just oscillating fans. And most of the places that I plan on staying will have water and electric, and I can rig me up some kind of garden hose type shower if I need to. And yeah, make it. I just want to keep it really simple, and I don't want to have a lot of stuff. I do plan to have possibly a microwave, a small one, because that way I can make popcorn. And yeah, I know you could make it on one of those electric cooktops too, but it's easier, seems to be, in a microwave. And as far as cooking, if I decide to cook on the road, I've got that slow cooker that I bought for $10, the little small one. I can use it, and I also have the pressure cooker that I've used to make beans, and you can make baked chicken and all kind of stuff in it. And of course, I'll be at campsites most of the time that have electricity and water. As far as boondocking, I have 200 watts of solar, and I've got one of those bricks or power bricks or whatever you want to call them. It's 1,000 watts, and I'll take that with me because I did get one with, I did get a Transit Connect with a tow hitch, and I think it can tow 2,000 pounds. I don't plan on towing anything, but I do have, as you may recall, that tow hitch storage thing that you just put into the hitch on the back, and you can store all kind of stuff up to probably 100 pounds or so. And I'll take my Starlink and possibly the solar if I decide I'm going to use it, and a few other things, the water hose. Of course, for pooping, I've got one. They make them really neat stuff for camping now. They've got a camper toilet that it collapses down to nothing, about 2 inches high, and you just pull it and make it. Well, you'd have to see it on Amazon, but yeah. So that's pooping, peeing's a jug, showering. Depends on where I am, and what my campsite is. But you know, I can use those, you know, washcloths. You know, I just heat up some water either in the microwave or on whatever device I have, and you know, put it in a bowl. I've got a big like bowl, and set it outside, and then use that to just, you know, wipe down, you know, every day, because you do need to watch your hygiene when you're on the road. And for the bed, I got a cot that has a one end you can lift it up, kind of like 3 stages for sitting up and reading or whatever you want to do, and then you can fold it flat for sleeping. And then I got the same uh, uh, 4-inch memory foam pad that I had in the Class B RV that I recently sold. I got that same pad, even though it's a little pricey. It's like 200 something bucks. But I got to tell you, it is perfect for sleeping. It's 4 inches, but it's good memory foam. It's, you know, good and firm. So that should take care of the sleeping part of it. And you know, as far as storage for clothes and stuff, that's going to be minimal. You know, because I'll take 2 pair of jogging pants, maybe 4 or 5 pair of underwear, 4 or 5 t-shirts, you know, a couple of hoodies, and you know, and then some stuff if I didn't want to shave or whatever. You know, again, minimal stuff. I want to keep it as uncluttered as I possibly can, and I want to see how simply I can do it. I've always wanted to try this and do it, quote, totally my way, but it seemed like every time I bought something, it came with stuff that was not necessarily my way of doing it, but it was there whether I wanted it or not. So this time we got a bare bones, just, you know, a blank slate to work with, and we'll see what we can do. As far as holding stuff on the floor, it comes with a padded floor. That's what I can't believe, but it does, and it's quite padded actually, and it's very nice. I crawled around in it, and yeah, you know, I can't stand up in it. Obviously, it's about 50 inches high on the inside, or yeah, in that range. So yeah, you know, you're on your knees to do things, but I don't plan to be in it all the time, and I may end up getting me one of those, you know, those little 5 foot by 5 foot or larger outside shades that folds up, and I can put that on that cargo storage on the rear, and so that might work. We'll see. I mean, once I get through my first couple of nights at Oliver Lee, then I can add as I go. You know, I mean, I don't want to start off with too much that I don't need. I'll just pare it down. As far as a refrigerator, I ordered one on Amazon. It's a good one. It's a compressor fridge. It was about $175, 23 quart, and you can use it as a fridge or a freezer. And what I'll do is I'll just run the temperature down to about maybe 35 or so, you know, and that's kind of an in between. And it uses 35 watts when it's running, and so if I did boondock, I could do it with no issue at all. And it, you know, it plugs into a cigarette lighter outlet, and in the rear of the cargo van there is a cigarette lighter outlet already there, so I can just plug it in there and I'm good to go. And so that'll take care of that. Or else if I have 110 power, or when I have 110 power, I'll plug it into the 110 strip, and we're good to go there. So we've got all the bases covered. And as far as a fan, I've got an oscillating fan that's 110 volt, and if necessary, if I'm going to do some boondocking, I can replace that with those rechargeable oscillating fans. And I had one, I probably in Fort Clark Springs. I seem like I've bought the same things over and over and over, but you know, that's the way it is. You know, when you're changing your lifestyle and changing like I do all the time, that's just the price you pay, you know. And at least I know that those things are available. And I do have a number of things that will work that I have already. Of course, I'll take a heater. I've got that. I got a fan, and then I've got that little organizer that will hang over the passenger seat that I used in the Prius and the Class B RV for that little stuff that you uh, need to take, you know, and that comes in handy. And as far as dishes and stuff, I'd probably use just paper or styrofoam plates or something. And yeah, we'll see. We'll be, I'm not going to worry about having a lot of water on board. I'm going to carry maybe 6 gallons of drinking water, and then if I did go boondocking, I can use one of those daily as for showering. Just set it out in the sunlight. I've done it before. Works pretty good. You need to set it out in direct sunlight for about 2 hours, to get it really warm enough to take a good shower. And at the time I'll be leaving out to go on my new trip or whatever, the weather will be warming up, and so and that's good and bad. It's good because if you want to take a shower, you can be outside. It's bad because it's pretty warm. And I remember in that pickup when I had the camper top, I was toasting, and yeah, but this thing has ventilation. I mean, you got sliding doors on both sides. You got the front windows you can roll down if you choose to. You got the back doors that open out wide, and yeah, so the thing ought to be completely ventilated. Then I can get some bug screens that I can attach with magnets or Velcro tape or whatever I need to keep out any insects that are in the area where I am. So yeah, that's the direction I'm heading. And of course, I did mention in the beginning the 3M insulation that I'll put on the ceiling. I may eventually put that in other places too, in the van, because it's excellent insulation and it's very highly rated. And so yeah, I mean, I would use that anyway, whether I was going camping or not. And as far as the unit itself, again, it's new. It's a 2023. The 2024s haven't come out. I mean, I had one on order for a year and never came in. And so they're hard to get a hold of. And that's why I jumped on this. And the dealership was found a buyer for my vehicle. So I took a little hickey, but not much, and not enough to concern me. So yeah, we're good on that. And yeah, as far as gas mileage, it shows that it's rated on the highway and all around 23 to 25 miles a gallon. I usually get better than what the vehicles are rated at. So I would hope that I would at least get 25 all the way around, maybe 26, 27, as it gets broken in more and more. It's not a hybrid, it's just a plain old gasoline engine, an internal combustion. And it's very simple on the inside. It doesn't have a lot of the high-tech features that this car I'm driving right now does, 2024 Corolla Hybrid. And it's got, for example, it has a regular brake, when you pull in, stop, you actually pull the brake on. Hello, I like that. This thing automatically turns it on and off. And the Class B the Class B would turn it on, but it wouldn't turn it off. You had to do that manually by pushing the button. And it doesn't have a lot of the stuff that is trying to drive for you. It has some, it's got a pretty good screen. It's got Sirius radio, which is good. And yeah, it's got several USB outlets. And so yeah, I think it's a good unit. Even if I decide not to, even if I go camping the first time and say, well, this shit ain't gonna get it, then I've still got a car that I will enjoy using. And yeah, it's a little higher off the ground, which is easier for me to get in and out of. Even though this one is not bad, that one is better. We're passing White Sands, as you can see. That's the sand over the fence. That's gypsum, by the way. And we're going straight ahead. I'm going to a campground up here called Aguirre Springs. I think I mentioned at the beginning. And it's right up in these mountains straight ahead there. They're called the Oregon Mountains. And I'm going to check it out. But it's a dry camping campsite. There's no hookups. They don't have showers. They got those old vault toilets. And yeah. but it's pretty. You know, it's got beautiful views and all that. And I'm killing time because I'm returning a water unit to Amazon that I bought that was supposed to filter out a lot of stuff, but it doesn't. And here's something else I'll mention about water, and this doesn't have anything to do with camping or anything, but you know, Walmart has these water filter systems in the store where you can go in and refill your empty gallon jugs. It's like 36 cents a gallon right now. I just got 2 refilled. But bear in mind that it doesn't filter out anything as far as TDS, you know, total dissolved solids in your water. Because I went to the neighborhood store. They have a water filter system there. I checked the water there. It's 523 parts per million or whatever it is, the TDS meter I've got. And at the Walmart, the big Walmart, I just went there today, and it's over 500 hardness. So yeah, it doesn't filter out poo-poo. Now it does have the UV light that supposedly kills viruses and bacteria and all that crap, but you know, I'm not even sure about that. I don't have a tester for that. I have a TDS tester that checks for hardness, or you know, parts that dissolve solvents, you know. And then I mentioned in one video recently that having hard water is not necessarily bad. 2 reasons. One is it works as a hard water works as a laxative, okay? And then also there's some studies that have been done that I read that show that having that large amount of calcium in your water, and magnesium in some cases, is actually good for your body. You know, there's some positive health issues there. So, you know, if you have hard water, don't bitch. It may be good for you. So with that in mind, guys, we'll cruise on here and enjoy my day, getting closer to the Oregon mountains. And I'm just killing time while I'm waiting for Staples and Alamogordo to open again so I can return that water thing. They don't open till 11, and right now it's about, I don't know, 10 o'clock. So we got an hour to burn, and I don't have anything else to do. And besides that, I got a full tank of gas in my Corolla, and I want to burn some of it up. That's how cheap I am. You know, I go out here and burn up their gas. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited about it. Yeah, it gives me the main thing, and bear this in mind before you criticize me too damn much. I'm 78 years old, and one of the things you need to work on as you get older is staying busy. You know, staying alive. You know, keeping something going. You know, and I always make an extra effort to do that. Of course, YouTube is kind of driving me. You know, I mean, you know, I want to have content, and I'm glad that it pushes me, so to speak. And so if you're getting older, start your YouTube channel. You know, that'll keep you busy. And yeah, and that's what this is. See, I got to go to Walmart today and look at some stuff. You know, a little microwave, and you know, and some other stuff that I might use in my cargo van or my Class V RV. And it's just something to do. And I've ordered stuff on Amazon. I budgeted $500 for everything inside the RV, you know, including the insulation, the refrigerator, the bed, and we're right near that right now. When I get the microwave, we'll be right at the $500 mark. And then as I go, if I see things I need, I'll do it. And if it turns out to be something I enjoy, you know, that's easy to do, and I'm comfortable doing it, I'm not harming myself, then I would go somewhere, you know, maybe Phoenix or somewhere where they have solar installers, and put about maybe 400 watts of solar on the roof, and a couple of AGM batteries, or maybe a lithium battery, and yeah, and do some boondocking. I don't have any real issues with boondocking if I can be comfortable, you know. And again, that and also safe. You know, I've never been harmed boondocking. I have felt uneasy boondocking and left areas that were in the boonies because some strange things were happening around me. And and I will continue. I'd continue to do that. I'm going to go with my instincts all the time. So yeah. So this has been an introductory video to my Class V deal. I'm going to keep the place in Alamogordo. That may come up as a question. Are you going to sell your tiny home? No, no, no. That's my home base now, and probably will be for some time. I can't see me falling in love with the highway so much in my cargo van that I decide to sell my tiny home. I'm not totally ruling that out, but I would be close to ruling it out. I would. So anyway, guys, from on the road here, getting close to the campground, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime, but if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? It doesn't cost you a penny. Just click on the link, go to Amazon, and get whatever you want. So anyway, yeah, drink plenty of water. That's good for you. Take deep breaths, breathe in, breathe out. That relieves stress, lowers your blood pressure. That's excellent. Stretch, walk, all that stuff. Another good thing. And stand guard at the door of your mind. Man, is that important. It's your head, your brain. Don't let the negative Neds or the negative Nancys bring you down. And I'm not saying that everybody named Ned or Nancy is negative. It just happens to fall out that way. So anyway, guys, enjoy your life. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.